My life, I've never seen a short plantain plant, okay, or tree. I've never seen it. Plantain day for all. Hey, I was just grumbling. I used my cutlass. I started jumping, struggling to cut. I started struggling to cut. I could not. Hello, sweet, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returnee, thank you for clicking once more on this video. And if it's your first time seeing this pretty face or watching me, you are welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, okay? Today is our first story time on this channel. Our first story day on this channel. So I'm going to tell you people about some things. We'll be having frequent stories like this, okay? From time to time, we need to spice up this channel, okay? Put some, So I will tell you about something that happened to me back then when I was going to school. For those of you that don't know me, I am a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala. And I have most of my life, I have spent it in Douala, okay? I grew up in Douala. And if you know Douala, Cameroon, it is the economic capital of this country. It's so highly populated, it's so everything, it's so condensed people, and most of the spaces, most of the lands here, people have built houses, okay, both for personal and business purposes. So I grew up, I never really knew much about farm work. And we did not frequent the village, okay? We're not going to the village. Though my daddy was passionate about farming, but he could not really do it because he didn't have land in Douala, okay? So there we are. I grew up here, and then I passed my ordinary level. My daddy asked me what I wanted for a gift. I told him I wanted a change of climate, okay? I requested to school out of Douala. So I was sent to Boya. And I started living with my cousin, a family man, where many of us in the house, okay? So it happened that one day we all went to school. I was in lower seat, okay? And I was living with my other female cousins, okay? The owner of the house, the sisters. So whenever we go to school, we have to come back and cook for ourselves because the mommy of the house was a civil servant. She was teaching out of Boya. So she was not always there within the week. So we always come to school and cook our food. But the eldest of this cousin, who is independent, decided that day she cooked for us, okay? She came back from school, she had made vegetable, and what was left was compliments. We needed compliment to eat this food. So I came back from school very exhausted. We're all there, and they sent me to go to the farm to harvest plantain. Oh my God, lower seed picking. There I was like, this plantain was sending me to go and harvest. I hope that I'll be able to reach you. She did not understand. She said, but if you don't, what do you mean? Is there a height of plantain that will be more than you to harvest? I said, no, because all my life, I've never seen a short plantain plant, okay, or tree. I've never seen it. She was just like, oh, Biko, go and do fast. Is that, what do you mean? She did not understand my point. Hey. They gave me 100 francs. I had to go to that particular farm. We had many farms. I had to go to that particular farm to harvest plantain. And man, it was far. The place was really far. So the distance from the house to the main road first was quite far. And then the distance from another main road to the farm was really far. So they gave me money, 100 francs, so that when I harvest the plantain, I'll carry the bunch, walk or trek to the main road, then take a taxi for 100 francs that will drop me on the other main road that leads to the house. Then I'll carry the bunch and walk back home. I left. I was really hungry. I was tired, but there was hope because I was going to bring something. I walked so fast. It was almost sundown, and I went to the farm with my cutlass for sure. I got there. plantain day for all. Hey, I was just grumbling. I was like, I told auntie that how could she, sorry, it's my cousin I'm calling auntie, okay? You know, in Africa, anybody that's seniors you, we just call auntie. I told auntie, but that, I asked her that, I hope that thing is not far. She was just babbling. Look at now, this thing is up, how will I? Then I said to myself, maybe it's their plan. Since I was the shortest girl in the house, they always used to mock at me. So I said, maybe it's their plan to mock at me or to make mockery at me when I don't bring the thing. I said, okay, I'll prove them wrong, okay? I'll tell them that though I'm like this, of this height, God gave me sense and I have common sense. Hey, I used my cutlass. I started jumping, struggling to cut. I started struggling to cut. I could not. I said, God, what is this? And mind you, I have really never climbed a tree, okay? The highest tree I've ever climbed was a guava tree and of a height of, I think, at most 2.5 meters, at most. So I just climbed and ended where the first main branch is. So I was like, well, if I even know climb tree now, I think I would just climb, go up, Akohtarh. Then I was still thinking, this plantain stalk is not even really strong. How will I even see? I struggled. I was just there. I was hungry. You know how bookwork has a way of draining you down, draining the energy you have and making you hungry. I said, okay. I went round the farm, went to the neighbor's farm. I was checking if I could have a long stick so that I could tie it to my cutlass to extend the cutlass so that I could use and just, I went round. I couldn't see a stick. I had just one hope, one solution. I said, okay, I'll go back and sit at the entrance of the big farm where many people pass. If I see an adult, a tall person, I'll plead him to come and harvest that plantain for me. Hey, Njume, Prisca. Hey, I went and sat. I was waiting. It was not long. One little boy came and passed, okay? He was sent to go and harvest something in the farm. I was like, oh, this one is a child. I'm waiting for an adult. I waited. Nobody. It was sunset. Many people have left the farm. And it was weekday. Most people there, they go to farm during weekends, okay? I could not. That's how I was frustrated. I took my cutlass, walked the main road, took my 100 francs, paid my taxi, went back home. They had waited and waited for me. Where was I? Only to see me coming. Because where is plantain? Plantain not there. Hey, I was angry. Hey. When I arrived, they were like, "What's that plantain day? Some man don't help you." I said, "Help me for outside. Did I not ask you? Or that I hope that I'll be able to reach and you were just telling me things. And when that plantain is right up, how do you expect me to reach? I cannot reach there." They say, "Reach what? Do you need to reach to harvest? Anywhere you hit the stalk, you'll be able to bring down the thing now." I did not understand. They were angry at me, thinking that I was just forming big girl, you know, second cycle student. I didn't want to carry. They were angry. Everybody was angry. They were just talking about it. I was really pissed off. I was really angry. They decided to punish us, that they would starve us. But this auntie later felt pity for us now. She gave us gari. She was running a small provision shop. She gave us gari. That's how we cooked the gari and we ate with our vegetables. But everybody was really angry. God, if you know when my head became up on how to harvest plantain, if you know when, just some few days later, okay, I can't really remember for sure, but I know it was a weekend. The landlady of the house, our landlady came. I was in the house. I only heard how trees were falling down. Gum. I was like, what's all this noise for? Let me go and check. Hey. I got down. She was selling down plantain, cutting the stalks, the trunks, and throwing them down. Then I asked my other neighbor, okay, she was an adult in Njume. I was like, auntie, what was happening? the landlady wants to use this other space? She wants to clear down everything and build again on this space. She said, what do you mean? Somebody came to harvest her plantain. What type of equation is that? I said, no, I just asked now because if she came to harvest plantain, why is she cutting down everything? Yeah, but to harvest now, if they just cut the fruit, it will still grow. That's what she told me. I left me. Then I went and sat. My head was thinking, if they just cut the banana fruit, they bring down the bunch, they leave the plant, it will still grow. I was reflecting on that sentence, reflecting and trying to correlate what happened with me. And then the landlady did her thing. She carried her bunch of plantains and she left. Then about an hour later, when I met my cousin, I was like, auntie, tell me, when they want to, how do they harvest plantain or banana? He said, I'm trying to question that. You just kept the tree from whatever point you can cut, even if it means right down there, and the thing is down, you harvest your bunch and you're gone. I'm like, really? Doesn't mean what just happened, that's how? He said, yes. Carry my hand, put on for head. Lower Specie. You don't know harvest planting. What a shame. That's when I told my auntie, I said, where, Auntie Njume? I never knew that you could cut from anywhere. I thought that to harvest this thing, you just have to go up, cut the fruits, cut the bunch, bring it down, and it will still grow. Hey! He laughed. Hey! The father of the house came, they told him. He laughed. I mean, I became fun time in the compound. They could not let it be. Hey, they called the village, okay? This is my cousin's mother. They told her. Everybody was just like, hey, some children, oh, they're in Douala, they don't even know how to. I was fun time everywhere. It was so hilarious, you know, I felt I was really angry, mad about it. I mean, you can imagine everybody is expecting you to have supper or lunch and they don't have it. They were really angry at me. Yes, they were angry. And I was really mad at it too. But after some time, you know, as time was going back, it became a funny story to me. Hey, when the father of the house told the mother in the village, the mother said, no, this Fcbk holiday, this girl, all of you have to come to the village. How can you not know how to? That's how holiday I went to the village. Like I can say for my very first time since I was big, because the last time I ever went was when I was still a toddler. That's how I went to the village. In an adventure to learn more things. Hey! Then later when I started, I was thinking about things. I was like, that small boy that came and passed at the farm that day. Maybe if I had even told him that I want to harvest, he could have given me the idea that auntie cut everywhere. Hey, because I believe that he knows those things better than me. So that was it. One of my stories. I have more juicy stories to tell you, okay? So that's just it. It was just really funny, and until today, everybody that listening to this story just keep laughing. You know what it means to be in lower seat and you don't know how to harvest. It's funny. Hey! Okay, guys, that was it for my story. If you like this story, give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? See you in my next video. Love you. Take care. Bye.